All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all the honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Racha HaKorash, and double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, whom I learned this truth from daily. Shalom, Tari Sensor Akim, pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you, very few Aquaf, you sisters who listen and tune in silence. The water, Yahweh Shemal Shai, forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. All right, and we're just gonna quickly touch on this. These Edomites, so-called white people. All right, and just a side note, it isn't just the so-called white man that does this to you Israelites. All right, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans' food. Okay, the heathen, the other heathen, the Moabites, the Ishmaelites. Okay, the Ammonites. All these different restaurants and places that are owned by these heathen. You better believe they doing this as well. Okay, if not worse. All right. Focusing on the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, spitting in your food. Well, Moab, okay, the so-called Chinese, they've been feeding you jakes, possum nuts, right? For that finding out that meat, in those Chinese restaurants were complete folly, man. Rats, cats, all right, possum nuts. You thinking you eating Chinese, Chinese meatballs, man. Those are possum balls, man. All right, well, let's go ahead and play this. Let's go ahead and play this clip.
To find out that Texas Roadhouse has been exposed. Yes, Texas Roadhouse, the same Texas Roadhouse that y'all cannot wait to get y'all little bitty income tax check every single year and go out to Texas Roadhouse and cash out on the biggest steak that they got in the restaurant. The same Texas Roadhouse that y'all cannot wait until y'all get y'all little paycheck every week or every other week to rush and take your partner to. Yes, the same exact Texas Roadhouse that when you meet somebody and take them on a date for the first time, you run to Texas Roadhouse to cash out on. Yes, that same Texas Roadhouse has recently been exposed because they don't like us, bro. They don't like us, man. There is footage floating around online right now of employees who works at Texas Roadhouse spitting in the food of African American customers. I'm not even gonna act like that I'm surprised. They recently posted a video of someone working at Popeyes doing some diabolical stuff to the food, to customers' food before serving them. That employee was fired. But yet you got people at Texas Roadhouse, which is considered, I don't know if it's considered an upscale restaurant anymore because there's so many upscale restaurants now that's 5-star restaurants. But they saying at Texas Roadhouse that when you walk into Texas Roadhouse and you're African American, family, couple, or person, they set your ass close to the restrooms. Yes. And when I thought about that, man, I said, wait a minute. When I do go to restaurants like that, they like the restaurant could have almost no customers in there. They always find a way to set us close to the damn smelly ass restrooms to eat our meal. Texas Roadhouse, man, it's been a few years since I've been at Texas Roadhouse, but I heard some things about Texas Roadhouse over the years, aside to what was just put out there on the internet recently about that they don't really like serving us, the cooks, when they see that it's an African American couple or family member, that they do stuff to the food. Like, we done already heard the stories about if a cook is cooking your order. Say, for instance, you walk into a restaurant, Texas Roadhouse or something like that, and you order a T-bone steak, a porterhouse, prime rib, whatever. And if the cook is cooking the food because they're in a rush because they got so many food orders in front of them, that if they go to turn that steak over and they accidentally drop that steak on the floor, Boom. They pick that steak up and put it right back on the fryer and keep on cooking that steak as if nothing happened. But this is the first time I heard that African American people are being treated poorly at these types of restaurants. They say first, if you go to these restaurants, you will see black people, like when you walk into restaurants like that, you don't sit yourself, obviously. And I don't know why that is, man. I feel like even though a lot of these restaurants be packed on certain days, like a Friday, Thursday payday for a lot of people, or a big special holiday, I do understand why they seat the customers. But on a regular day, it could be like on Monday or Tuesday. You can never walk into these type of restaurants and just seat yourself. It's like they always seat you. And now when I look back down, going down a rabbit hole, I'm thinking to myself like, damn, I've been to this restaurant many times in the past. Not recently, but I've been to this restaurant many times in the past. And I noticed that they always seat us. And one thing that crossed my mind recently, after seeing Texas Roadhouse get exposed for spitting in the food of African American people, is that when I walk in there and they seat us, man, they do seat the black people in a certain area, and they have the people of the opposite race sitting in another area. And for some reason, they always seat us by the restroom. Again, like I said earlier.
All right. So, you Jakes, man. This place called America is not our rest. All right. This place is defiled. It's polluted. Okay. The air is polluted. The water is polluted. The food is polluted. This place is defiled, man. Okay. And for you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans that are trying to build here, all right, generational wealth and all that nonsense, you bugged out and you're gonna be destroyed, man. Okay, these devils, all right, ain't gonna stop. Okay, they hate you, all right. They hate you. Got the birthright. Okay, they hate everything about you. Okay, there is never gonna be peace between Jacob and Esau. Never, man. Isaiah 24:5, and it reads, the earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Okay, this earth is defiled. All right, especially underneath the rule of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. This man is disgusting. All right, what does the scripture say? No, profane, or sexually immoral person as Esau. All right, this devil he has no no filter. All right, so to speak. Okay, this devil will spit in your food. That's light work for these devils. That's just them admitting to, them spitting in your food. You better believe they doing worse than that. All right, probably, not to get too, graphic, but hey, man, these Edomite male devils, man, they probably putting their rods on the food. Okay, and who else knows what, man? Because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. All right, these people, man, these Edomites, they're the nation of sin. All right, they don't keep the ways of Heavenly Father. They don't want to. All right, they hate Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, they serve Satan, man. They serve demons. Okay, and what do demons and Satan like? Immoral, filthy, acts, man. All right, Micah 2:10, and it reads, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. All right, America, known as Babylon the Great, is not the rest for you Negroes, Latinos, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the biblical Israelites. This ain't your rest. All right, you still trying to, wiggle your way out of these different situations. Oh, I'm gonna just cook at home. Oh, I'm gonna just, from now on, I'm gonna boycott and make my meals at the house, man. All this shit is defiled, man. Okay, it don't matter. It don't matter if you make your meals at the house. The food is still defiled. Okay, this devil is talking about bringing in goddamn. He's talking about bringing in imported beef, man. What the hell? There's plenty of cows here, man. But this nigga Esau talking about bringing in imported beef, man. That ain't beef. All right. I seen a video with her Eve. She was like, which I might do a sit down on, a little willing, but she was going into this imported beef and how she ain't gonna eat, man. You Jakes who gonna eat that shit, man. You gonna grow a third leg, man. All right, because it is polluted. This place is polluted. All right, it shall destroy you even with a sword. Destruction. Go ahead and grab this word, polluted, real quick. Polluted means that something has been made dirty. All right, man. If you trying to get comfortable in this, man, I don't even know what to call this place. America, man, this place is disgusting. All right, all your major cities smell like shit and piss. All right, from Los Angeles, San Francisco, Chicago, New York. I done lived and I've been to a majority of these places here in America, man. All your major cities are filthy, man. Impure and unsafe by adding harmful waste, chemicals, or other dangerous substances. Environment, air, water, or land that is, man. All right, everything, the air, the water, the land is damaged or unsafe for people, animals, or plants, man. This place, nothing is safe. All right, the animals being destroyed, the plants, the people. All right, this place is polluted from to the very core. All right, you could walk in majority these major cities, man, and you'll see people defecating, dropping they dropping their pants and dropping loads literally on the sidewalk, man. All right, but you got niggas really trying to build here, man. All right, you bugged out. Okay, in the King James version of the Bible, the word defiled means to make unclean, pollute, soil, or corrupt with sin. Okay, this place, the earth is defiled, meaning what is corrupt with sin. All right, why? Because the man of sin is in rulership. Okay, and this whole them spitting in the food, is going viral and everyone's talking about it, man. This ain't nothing new, man. All right, these nations they've been attacking us, man. That's Psalms 83. All right, and it goes back further than that, man. Okay, these nations always been attacking us, attacking our food, man. You know, trying to keep us defiled. Why does nigga Esau? Oh, he always got bacon in every goddamn thing. All right, he's putting bacon juice. All right, in everyday, used products. Man, he's always trying to defile you Israelites. Ezekiel 4:13, and it reads, "And the Lord Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel, Yasharallah, right, you Negroes, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, eat their defiled." We just read defiled. Let's go back to it. To make unclean, pollute, or soil. All right? So your food is soiled. All right? When something is soiled, that means it ain't no good. It's spoiled, man. You ain't gonna drink no soil milk. Okay? That's what you're eating, man. Even though, in this flesh, we try to eat the best of the worst, but all this shit, I don't care if it's this is healthy, is organic. All right. If you ain't been growing it and prepping it and doing what you need to do to the food, it's defiled, man. All right. You don't know what's going on it being sprayed on it. Okay. What land is being grown on. All this, it's all defiled, man. This whole land is polluted. All right. It's saturated in blood. Okay. They're defiled bread among the Gentiles. All right. amongst all these nations, man. It ain't just Esau. It ain't just this fucking devil, man. It's all these heathen, man. All right. You go to these different Ishmael shops, you know, where they serving up that rotten ass chicken and fries and geezers, you know, you know, all that nonsense, man, and biscuits. You better believe they fucking with it and tamper with it, putting their feet on it, you know, Elam, nasty ass, you know, putting their all feet and nails and what, who knows, man. All right, who knows what these heathen are doing to the food when you Jakes go in there and get it. All right, who knows? All right, putting putting their goddamn butt cheeks on it on the biscuits and rolling it up. Hey, these devils are filthy, man. All right, we got to get the hell out of here, man. Whether I will drive them, okay, it don't matter where you are, man. You getting served by a heathen, your food is super defiled. All right, sorry, defiled you cooking it at home, but you going to order from a heathen, your food is you don't know. All right, you don't know what you're getting. All right, but with that, we'll go ahead and close the lesson out. Lord willing, it was edifying. Till the next time, shalom.